Hello and welcome, this is Cheryl. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're on day 23. Can you believe it? We only have one day after this of the Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendar for 2025. So every day for the first 24 days of December, I'm opening up one of the windows, showing you what's inside and creating something from that item. So today we have this adorable roller skate die set with little angel wings. So I am going to do my die cutting off screen, and I had some fun with the die cutting. I die cut a bunch of specialty cardstocks from some of the different treasured cardstock packs just to give a little bit of variety to the textures. So this one here is matte finish from the aquamarine treasured cardstock pack. I absolutely love that color. It's gorgeous. Those treasured cardstock packs have 15 sheets total in them, but there's 5 different finishes. So each finish has 3 sheets in them, and they go quite far, especially if you're using them for die cut pieces like this. I find that those packages last a long time, and I love the fact that there's different finishes that coordinate beautifully with each other. So I have all my pieces die cut here ready to go. I'm assembling them with some Barely Art glue. It's a liquid glue. I've got it in a fine line bottle. I love the fact that it gives you that little bit of wiggle room, although with specialty cardstocks you need a little bit more time for drying because of the finish on them. The bottom piece that I just glued on is done with matte finish silver cardstock from the Silver Treasured cardstock pack. So anytime I use any of those specialty papers, I do let it dry for just a little bit longer because of that coating. It just takes just a little bit longer for that to start setting. For the black here, I'm just using some Raven cardstock. So I use that for the background of the skate, as well as the wheels and the little stopper on the front. The great thing though about that liquid glue, especially on the metallic cardstock, is you just get a little bit more wiggle room so you can make sure that it's perfectly placed. And because I have my glue in a fine line bottle, it works for assembling all these small die cuts, but it also works for assembling my cards later on. So for the wings for these skates, I've die cut them out of brush cardstock from the classic white treasured cardstock pack. It has a beautiful shimmer that's almost gold-like, but it's subtle and really pretty. So these skates have a die to put these little details on the heel. I have die cut them out of black cardstock, the matte silver, as well as that brushed white. And I'm doing 3 different colored stripes. So I die cut them out of each cardstock twice. So I'll have some extra stripes left over. I will just be putting them back with my dies so that I can possibly use them for future projects, but they cut all at the same time, and really it's a small amount. So I did the wing on the back of the skate. I wanted to put the details on the heel of the skate first before gluing it onto the front of the skate. Once I have that down, I can put that acrylic block there to hold it in place. This way I frees my hands up to work on other things. I don't have to worry about holding something to dry, and it's not going to curl up on me because it has that weight on there. For the laces for the skates, I also did these out of that brush white cardstock, and it's not until I add them to the top of the skate that I realized that because of the die details, it looks like the laces are black going up the skate, and then the bow tie is white, which doesn't really make sense. However, I left it at that because I also thought doing them black, they would kind of just blend in a little bit, and now they stick out a little bit more. So if that's one of those details that bother you, then make sure you die cut them out of the right color. It doesn't really bother me. These are just fun cards and fun things. So I just left it as is, but I wanted to mention that I realized that it is a detail that doesn't necessarily make total sense. So for my background, I thought it would be fun to use this stencil from yesterday. Yesterday I did it as like a tie-dye look. Today I'm going to do it with this Alchemist ink pad set. These are new from Lisa Horton Crafts. There's 3 different colors. There's platinum, rose gold, and natural pearl. So I'm going to do one color for each one of the layers. So I'm starting off with the platinum. So it has a silver tone to it, but it also has a little bit of a green tone, and I personally like it a lot with the aquamarine treasured cardstock. I just think it is a nice background to it. The rose gold looks a little bit coppery, but again, it's a nice contrast to that aquamarine cardstock. So each one of my pads here, I do have a brush for each one. I don't like to clean my brushes, and I just tend to have a brush for each one of the specialty pads, like the metallics and my interference and color shift. This is what works for me. If it doesn't work for you, you can use the same metallic brushes for different metallic pads. I just opt not to. So for the second layer here, I am using that rose gold metallic pad there. And when I do my stenciling, I go both in clockwise and counterclockwise motion. I want to make sure that I've got an even layer of ink on here. I don't want it to be too heavy to one side. So by changing directions, I can make sure that it's nice and even. This painter's tape that I have on my stencil here, I used the same tape yesterday. I did put it on my pants a couple times to take off the sticky, and you want to make sure that it's actually stuck to the stencil. If you saw yesterday's video, you'll know why I'm saying that, in order to hold that in place. And then I just have scrap paper holding the sides, not necessarily holding, but blocking up the sides, just so if I get a little bit crazy with my brush, I don't accidentally get some ink on my background. So that third color there was the natural pearl, and on white or light cardstock, it just gives that cardstock a beautiful shimmer, but on darker cardstock, it has a little bit of a white haze to it. So it's a really fun one to create with. And I have to say, I've been using it for almost everything that I've been creating. I'm having a hard time not putting it on a project. I love it that much. Really crossing my fingers that this set is very popular and reinkers will be happening at some point, because I don't think I'll be able to live without that pad if that's not the case. So for the sentiment, I'm using this stamp set from day 11, and I just chose the sentiment that says, "Where you make a great pair." I just thought it would be great for the pair of roller skates. With my background done, I can cut down my mat, and I trim that to 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then my background piece here, I'm trimming that to 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. And now we're ready to assemble our cards. So I glue down that black mat onto my A2 card base. You could even do the mat in one of the cardstocks you used for the roller skates, like one of the specialty ones, if you wanted to take it to the next level. I thought that black would be perfect because there is black in that set, and I didn't want to use up my specialty cardstock for that, but you absolutely could if you want. Then I'm going to glue down these roller skates, and I have them angled differently just for a little bit of a different look, a little bit of a unique look. With those wings on there, I think they have a little bit of a whimsical look to them anyway, so I thought it was really cute having 2 of them, as well as having them in front of that stenciled background. You could easily just use one though if you didn't want to have 2 of them, but I kind of figured a pair made sense. So this is the finished card, and I love that metallic stencil behind there. I think it just kind of gives a really good background to it. Thank you so much for joining me today for day 23 of the Crafty Advent Calendar. I will be back tomorrow, and we will see what is in the last day, show you what it is, and create something with it. I'll see you then.